Hi, I'm Paul Harris, and I'm here at ISE show in the Valence booth. So one of the things that I'm proud to say is that we were one of the first companies to make a transceiver wall plate using the new third generation Valence chip. What's wonderful about this chip is the fact that it can do 4K 60 444 uncompressed. And not only that, it can do a full 1 gig Ethernet over that same pipeline, whereas the older generations would only do 10/100. They're now doing a full 1 gig Ethernet. In addition to that, we're now doing a full 480 megabit per second USB 2.0 over the same connection, making it a very powerful solution. So one of the things that we did this time around is something that Aurora loves to do with all its products, and that is make it into transceivers. So as you can see, it's our typical looking wall plate, and what we're doing in this demonstration is we have two inputs and an output, and this output is actually feeding the display over here. So right now we're selected into input 1. If we were auto sensing and we plugged in another source, it would go to 2, but luckily we have buttons so we don't have to unplug and plug. And if I press the button, it'll switch inputs on the TV. Obviously you gotta wait for the TV to resync itself, and there it goes. Now you have yourself the additional image coming off of input 2, and right now we're showing this being used in a receive mode. If I changed it, we could run it in a transmitter mode and then do the opposite of it, which opens up a lot of new capabilities, a lot of features, but the most important thing that it does, it actually lowers the SKU count, because instead of having transmitter wall plates, receiver wall plates, now it's only one SKU. And it also opens up other possibilities in rooms. You can have a wall plate in the front of the room, wall plate in the back of the room, make one to be the encoder with a command, make the other to be a decoder, and now they can actually be an extender within the room, or make them both encoders and feed them back to a switch. So it opens up a lot of new possibilities. Some of the other new capabilities of this is the fact that we can reverse the USB. So that means that this wall plate can have the PC at it, or the device, such as the mouse or keyboard or camera or whatever you need at it. So you're not limited to whether it's the transmitter being the computer side, it could be the transmitter, it could be either side. So it's totally reversible, independent of the transmit and the receive. So that's another great thing. Another cool thing that we do is we can use regular PoE, inject it from either side, and it will power both units without any wall supplies. Another Aurora first that we do with our products. Another really good feature on it is IP port expansion. Normally people are used to putting 232 or IR from one end to the other. We can give these IP addresses, and not only can they serve up web pages, it can also target it and use it as a port expander. So instead of taking a 232 or an IR out of a control system into the transmit or receive side and extending it, we can use telnet commands to target it to the transmit or the receive side, so you end up with a serial and IR locally and a serial and IR remotely. So it actually enhances and gives you more ports and simplifies the overall installation, giving it a lot of power and a lot of capability using the HDBaseT mechanisms. Now, as if that's not enough, yes, we like to add a lot of things into it so I can talk a lot, is I added Dante with AES67 capabilities to this. So yeah, this thing can actually do Dante AES67 and push that back over the network as well. And we can also take the audio return channel and feed that back into the Dante. Comes in really handy when you're doing Cisco telepresence. So this is the new Aurora, what we call the HT Pro series. Its part number is HT-TC1-WP2, and it comes in white or black. And I'm proud to be showing this at the Valence booth at ISE and using their third generation technology. And thank you very much.